Hello, everybody. Today we're going to another series that is quite underused, in my opinion, in the catalog of well, all of my series that I've created. This is one of the least used ones. So we gotta get on that. Let's get on that, shall we? Which one could be the better monster? We're asking the philosophical questions on which genre, which creature, which animal could be the best monster. I don't even know how I did this last time, so I'm just gonna make this quick. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you want more, and let's get into the questions. Oh boy, this is gonna be hard. Okay, so we got. So I think what's so not scary, but yeah, scary. Frightening, terrifying, all of the above, right? Because he is all of the above. He is. I'm talking about, option two, God. Like having an evil God. What would that even look like? I mean, we've seen countless fictional variants of it, and there's been countless theories on it actually being true. Of course, whether you believe this or not is your opinion and your opinion alone. It does bring questions, right? It does bring fear to the heart, right? The one that created, the one that let the destroyers destroy, they created the killers, they created the monsters. They left you with they give you this sort of sandbox where they made the monsters indirectly, directly. It depends on what you believe. But at the end of the day, they caused everything. But at least you can see them. Well, not in real life, but in this hypothetical scenario, you know who they are. There's no mystery on that. Once you face them, I mean, it's not really looking good for you either way, right? A God's a God, right? And think of we look at all the countless mythologies and countless fictions and countless stories all about what they could do, right? Imagine you face one casting judgment upon you. What are you gonna do? Absolutely nothing. But at least you know that they're there, right? With liars, they could be anywhere, nowhere, yourself, anything. And that could be a very strong monster. That's why that's why I take interest in making characters like that. not to make them scary, but to like make you question, make you like paranoid, I guess, right? It's like looking behind you over and over again. You swear you see something behind you. You swear you see this sort of shadow, but it's not there. You look around where you thought you saw the shadow, then another one appears right behind you. Or at least that's what you think. Like at the edges of, like, your vision, at the edge of your vision, you see that shadow. That shadow is the liar. And, well, they're one of the more human things, right? We can all agree that's a very human sort of, like, a lot more human than other choices that we'll get to in a moment. So, I mean, liars could break you, really. Like, and it's really could be many, could be anyone, could be anything. Like, you don't know. That's the thing, and that's really concerning to many people. That's why there's so much paranoia. That's why there's so many trust issues, etc., etc. And I think, like, a series, like, that's why so many games thrive upon, like, so many stories, like mystery stories, thrive off the aspect of lies and truths and the want to figure out the both of them. Like, what's the lie, what's the truth? I mean, examples being Danganronpa, Your Turn to Die. We also got also a good one is like what's their name? Slay the Princess. Yeah, that's a good game. Then we also got the Stanley Parable, a bit more existential, but there's still questions on what's the living truth and living lies upon the matter of the situation that the author has put you in. So these don't even have to be like human, to be honest. Like, it's what do you define as a liar? One that's deceptive, right? I mean, that's a pretty standard definition, my definition, but let's see Google's definition. Liar definition. A person who tells lies. Okay. How descriptive. You see it? Well, it does say person. And not thing. But, okay, so what about we separate them into, like, groups? What if there's, like, so it makes more sense to that definition. If you want to be technical about it, there's no, like, liars can only be people or whatever. It's like, abiotic liars. Abiotic being like unliving, not living, so like maybe your vision is an abiotic liar because you're seeing things. It's not real. What if a monster? Well, no, that's still like, well, it's technically. I was going to say a like creature that looks kind, but is only doing that just to strike you when you least expect it. Like that's a liar, my opinion. But it's not an abiotic one because it's living, but it's not a regular liar because it's not human. So I guess a biotic liar, if we keep on going with this analogy, it's just gonna make you more confused. But isn't that the point of this series? To make you confused, to make you question, to make you um understand my position. This is a more philosophical channel, not channel, but series. This is more philosophical, more less on the, well, it's still like this channel is all about possibilities and expanding on what is to come, like to touch, to tap into that future that's that's still there, right? That's waiting for me. That's waiting for us, depending on your circumstances, of course. But this is an aspect, like this is like a picture. It's again like a story analogy, like or a character analogy. Like cut all the care, like so my characters are kind of have tints and hues and little pieces of myself within each one, right? So for Jackie Mill Purple, I have his creativity, right? His, not his mind, definitely not smartest guy. Stamina, I have his will to learn from others. With Broken, I have his sort of, that's a weak character anyways, I know. With Broken, I mean, I'm not as confident. I have confidence issues, so that's taken from him. The point being is all of these characters are at least have the slightest connection, whether it's being an idea seen by my lenses or a direct personality trait taken by yours truly. This channel is kind of the same thing, but where you, it's still me, right? So one part is about, well, this whole thing is about possibilities. Imagine you're cutting up possibilities into separate districts, right? Cut them up into separate districts. You're eventually gonna get it to a dark district because possibilities are endless. That didn't even need it to, that rhymed and that went hard, all right? Pause. Anyways, let's go on to the next one. Oh boy, okay. We got Manipulator and Werewolf. Okay, so first of all, we have the same problem with like manipulators and how they're so, well, let's go into the werewolf to make you understand. Like, you don't have to be smart or philosophical or wise or anything to know that a werewolf is trouble, to say the least. And that's obviously a monster, alright? I mean, it's got sharp teeth. It got turned into a werewolf by another werewolf. It's strong, it's fast, it's sometimes clever. Like, this thing is a predator, alright? Are we trying to be its prey? I didn't think so. Anyways, but with manipulators, on the other hand, you got the same issues as liars, except a bit more cunning, a bit more, like everything is for a reason. And like, I mean, who does something without a reason? Nobody just acts just because they can. Well, I can't say that because some people do, but these are the type of people that do like, there's always a specific reason they do something. Whether it's nice or whether it's mean, there's always a reason. And then there's, like, the questions that you still get from this one character type alone. And it's that, who's pulling the strings here? Is it like, I feel like it's more interesting if the protagonist gets one up on the antagonist by this cunning method, but it's surprisingly, it's used kinda, but it's not highlighted. So, well, there's obviously outliers like Light from Death Note. You got Johan from Monster. You have Lush from Kogias. I almost forgot that one. But etc. etc. There's so many different animes, different shows, different everything. But for a hero's doing this, it's not really highlighted. Whenever the protagonist is doing this, it's like, you don't really, like, when someone gets an upper hand, it's not really, I mean, it's highlighted, but it's not as highlighted as it would be with an antagonist. I would like a series where there's like this antagonism mixed with everything going out as planned. Like, you have this sort of hero gloating when they know they've already won. I kind of want that. And no, I'm not talking about, and like, doesn't even fit this conclusion. What am I talking about? We're talking about heroes, right? I mean, that's ironic when we're talking about monsters, but heroes can sometimes, well, sometimes can and have to be monsters within certain areas of, like, there's always going to be dark with light, and there's going to be interaction with it. There's going to be gray. There's going to be tints and hues of the different alignments. The question really is, who, like, is that enough to wait, where was I going with this? Oh, let's go back to the topic at hand. Let's go back to the topic at hand. We're going to werewolf versus manipulator. I think it. Are we talking about which one's like scary? Like, which one? No, we're not talking about the one that's most scary. That itself is obvious. But we're talking about which one's the better monster. Let's say a werewolf bit an innocent little kid. Alright, they want harm and want anything. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna. Like the morality spectrum injected with the werewolf sort of thing is kinda. I feel like they're not that. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna be antagonistic about it. They're not gonna be malice. You're not gonna see malice within their eyes. I mean, you're probably not gonna see it coming when you're dead, but regardless, the werewolf is just gonna let you go with. Not gonna let you go. They're gonna kill you, but the point I'm trying to make is it's not our malice. They're just an animal, right? You don't call a lion or a cheetah or a hippopotamus or a bear evil. You just call it an animal. I think this is where a werewolf lies as well. Maybe even a bit better than an animal at its best points. While option 2 is always. There's not really much. I mean, they're not. They're kind of ruthless, in my opinion. There's no sugarcoating it. They're just ruthless, heartless, and callous. Well, hang on. Wait. No. I mean, not, that was stupid what I just said there. Not all of them are callous, monstrous, and soulless, right? There's also like we can't blame people on things that we don't understand. There's always gonna be there's reasoning for certain things like this. So both can be sympathetic. I'm changing up what I just said, I know, but hear me out for a second. So if they can both be sympathetic, I mean, it's less likely though. Like, yeah, I gotta go with a werewolf. All right, first one. Okay, first and second one, we're going with option 1. We got zombie and corrupted. Oh my gosh. Okay, zombies win this by a mile. I ain't gonna lie. They're literally. Hang on. Wait. Let me go back real quick. Let's get the obvious out the way. Zombies are exactly like werewolves. They're undead predators on the hunt. You don't call them evil. You just call them. Well, you don't even call. You're probably not questioning morality in a state like that, but the point is, they're not really evil. They're just infected. Corrupted is when like we're not talking like a different creature. It's just like a regular human that got corrupted somehow. And I'm really starting to think like, yeah, I think corrupted. I'm not gonna lie, because first of all, zombies are slow. You can run away from them. Zombies are, you know, not gonna taunt you or anything. Like they're not ruthless. They're just predators. There's a difference. And number three, well, it can be anyone. You still have to get bitten first. Like it's very avoidable, as long as there's not an apocalypse. Then we got some problems. But we're just talking about zombies. A zombie, not plural. So I think it's fine. But corrupted, oh my god. Do you know how many real people can be described as corrupted? And like that's a bit more scary. Not scary, but monstrous than a zombie is. Because a zombie's animalistic. Like, they're not. Well, they could be a monster in like a. They could be like a creature like monster, if that's what you mean. But I'm talking like. In a series where we're talking like. Who. We're talking about who's the most ruthless, who's the most callous, disregarding, hurtful. And I'm thinking corrupted. I mean, yeah, there's not many. I don't know that many I know a lot of stories where characters, villains, well, heroes get corrupted into villains, and the villains get more corrupted. But I mean, there's no but. It's just like. Yeah, zombies are just. Are more animalistic than anything. I don't consider like a bear or a lion or a tiger monsters. I consider them like animals, predators at best. They're kind of like that. A bit more dangerous, but it's not something that's like you would call them a monster for, like, especially when they can't even understand you and like they're infected and whatnot. Yeah. Then you got corrupted, which was once good. They were once good. Or at least better than they ended out as. Once good turned evil. It's a trope, but it's a very compelling and realistic one that has fortunately been done many times. So, with the countless examples of like people survive the zombies, like, and it's just one. I can easily like just walk in a straight line away from this thing. This corrupted person. Oh no, I'm good. That's gonna be it for today. I'll see you guys later. Bye.